If you've got a question about your garden, Carl Dorner is your man.
Vermont Master Gardener Helpline.
Dorner volunteers at the University of Vermont Extension Master Gardener Call Center.
Do you have a lot of these plants? Do they all look the same?
I enjoy talking to people, number one. I believe in the mission of Extension, and that's probably my primary reason. I think it's important to provide access to science-based research in the solution of horticulture and agricultural problems, and to extend that information to homeowners, not just to commercial growers. And that's what we do here. So I find it very rewarding. I like being able to set people's mind at rest. People invest a lot of themselves into their gardens and their home landscapes. And when they have a problem, it's a problem.
If you have any further questions, please feel free to give us a call.
Volunteers at the Helpline take about 2,000 calls a year. Since the Vermont Master Gardener program started in 1991, the Helpline has received 42,000 calls. Heather Carrington is the program's coordinator.
The UVM Extension Master Gardener Helpline is a resource for all Vermonters to get answers to their home gardening questions. It's staffed entirely by volunteers who have been trained in the Extension Master Gardener course. So they've had 45 hours of training from UVM Extension faculty on all aspects of sustainable home horticulture. There aren't that many resources that are available for the home gardener. There are plenty of resources available for commercial gardeners. But what this does is it gives all Vermonters access to the research-based information being developed at the University of Vermont.
The Helpline aligns with UVM's obligation as a land-grant university.
It's one of the missions of Extension, actually, as a land-grant university, to share the science-based information research that's being developed there. So we really do keep it exactly to that. In fact, actually, our volunteers are prohibited from giving that sort of folksy home remedies answer to questions. So they actually have to use research and science-based information, and that's what they've been trained in the first place as Extension Master Gardeners. When they're doing research on it, they'll only refer to .edu, which would be university-based websites, or .gov websites. So they're not going to be looking into folk remedies.
Rob-Lee Smith became a Master Gardener this year. For her, volunteering at the Helpline provides an experience as distinct as Vermont itself.
Plants are so vital to our life. I mean, it's not simply food and shelter and clothing, but the oxygen we breathe. It is the biology of life, and so that's terribly important. You know, it's so nice to be able to specialize in Vermont's gardening, because that is unique, and you can't gain that knowledge anywhere else.
Thanks to the internet, there are more resources and more information. But all those pages and websites can't replace talking with someone one-on-one.
I think people want the interaction. This phone, this interactive resource, I think is more valuable to people than just browsing the internet for information. And that's what I want. I want to be able to tell someone what's going on, to hear get feedback from them. So maybe I'm not thinking about the most important thing. I think the interactive nature of our work is what people are looking for, and it's what I look for when I call.
The UVM Extension Master Gardener Helpline, a resource for answers to your gardening questions. Pick up the phone and give them a call. In South Burlington, I'm Keith Silva with Across the Fence.